So, like, De La Hoya said, Conor Ben probably wasn't going to work because he signed with Zuffa.
We have to see, man.
Hey, what's up with the fight with Conor Ben? I can't wait.
I can't wait, man. It's going to be August, guys.
If it's not Conor, who could it be then, right?
Shit, nobody. Let's do it. Hey, can we get behind us? Hey.
My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. The Ryan Garcia versus Conor Ben fight that a lot of people have been talking about. Conor Ben wanting the fight. Ryan Garcia wanting the fight. As much as saying that's the only fight that he wants right now. In a live stream that just went down tonight that I'm about to show you guys the film of. And then show you guys Oscar De La Hoya saying maybe he'd be able to negotiate, be in the same room as Dana White, negotiating a fight between Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben. Why? Because he's for the fighter. Now, keep in mind, this is coming in an interview right after the hearing in front of the Senate today for the Muhammad Ali Revival Act that went down. So, you may question if Oscar De La Hoya was answering like that, saying, you know, hey, it's up to the fighter. If Ryan Garcia wants to do this, then we're going to have to negotiate. But how crazy would that be?
Going to allow Conor Ben to fight for the WBC world title against Ryan Garcia. Look, ultimately it's up to the fighter, and that's the way we work. I work for the fighter. Ultimately, if that's the fight Ryan wants, then we're going to have to evaluate. We're going to have to sit down and negotiate. And if that's the fight Ryan wants, then we have to make it. You know, I'm for the fighter 1,000%. But it's going to be very interesting. Imagine me and Dana White negotiating or being in the same room for that matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben this morning exchange on Twitter. Conor Ben saying, sign the contract, Ryan Garcia. Sign the contract. Implementing that they sent a contract to Ryan Garcia's team already. And Ryan Garcia responds and says, bro, if you would have signed a contract already, I would have been signing it. I would have signed it faster than one of these fists is going to touch your goddamn chin. Ryan Garcia claims Conor Ben and them still haven't sent a contract. Now, a fight that seemed like wasn't possible yesterday because Oscar De La Hoya on his Instagram story shared a message for Conor Ben. Said, at Conor Ben, how the F do you expect to fight against Ryan Garcia for the WBC welterweight title if you're signed to Zuffa Boxing, who are on the verge of creating the Unified Boxing Organization, the UBO? Today, like I said, was the first Senate hearing. We're going to end up seeing how that turns out. Ryan Garcia, in a live stream today with Oblivion, gets questioned a lot about Conor Ben. It's the one fight that people keep asking about more than Devin Haney right now. They're asking Ryan Garcia, who do you want to fight next? What's up with Conor Ben? And Ryan Garcia says, in August, I want Conor Ben. They ask him, well, you know, you heard Oscar De La Hoya say it's possible that they're not going to be able to set a fight because he's in Zuffa Boxing. And Ryan Garcia says, well, we're going to have to see. And I'll tell you what, man, Oscar De La Hoya might be, you know, in a tough spot right here because a guy who was just advocating for the fighters, wanted to do what the fighters do, wanted to give them freedom, which he claims. He also has the power to block out the Conor Ben fight, being that, you know, Ryan Garcia signed under him. But now that he's advocating for being about the fighter, well, if Ryan Garcia, the fighter, wants this fight with Conor Ben, and you're the reason why this fight doesn't happen, Ryan Garcia will definitely let that be known. Ryan Garcia says, that's the only fight that I want, is Conor Ben. Now, that's absolutely breaking news because in that video of Oscar De La Hoya, he basically says that he is willing to work with Dana White and Zuffa Boxing. Does it see it happening? Possibly not. But he is willing to do it if Ryan Garcia wants that fight. Now, maybe he's speaking out of his ass. Because, like I said, this was right after advocating that he is fighting for the fighter. And Nick Khan is fighting for boxing. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. The fight, I feel like, is still possibly could be made. And it's just going to be a matter of Oscar De La Hoya getting the right deal, first of all. If he's going to do business with Conor BENN and Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, this dude's going to have to get paid. Definitely, you know, be the A side in this. Oscar De La Hoya, we're going to see how, you know, everything turns out. But De La Hoya definitely is going to have something to say when it comes to the negotiation process and still has the potential to get in the way of blocking this fight out. It seemed like yesterday it was impossible. It still kind of seems like that. But the way Oscar De La Hoya was talking, I do feel like if anybody was going to switch up faster in Eddie Hearn, you know, Frank Warren, or your goddamn boy, Oscar De La Hoya, if anybody was going to be a snake faster and do some work with Zuffa Boxing, I feel like it would be De La Hoya. That's my opinion. But let me know what you guys think, man. This is the MMA Boxing Addict channel reporting to you, and I'm